Is it recording for real? Because
it's recording.
I need to know that when it's done, I can have fun. Even without my gun. Look, it's 215, guys. If you ain't heard, ask around. I'm Eldric Valentine. You up your grind when I'm around. And this is the first trial and error of the podcast era. I don't know what to say, man. It's just, you know how I do it. It's all off the top. Who I'm sitting here with. Introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm your spicy consultant, Bella.
Spicy.
Giving
me heartburn right now, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna need some Tums before the end of this conversation, for real.
Baby.
Real rap. How you doing today?
You know, it's a little gloomy out, but this is Texas, so I give it like 1 more hour, and it's gonna be hot, humid, and sunshiny.
Texas, I feel like it's super inconsistent. I don't know if it's just because it's like the summertime type of thing where it just wants to rain and then be hot, rain, hot. But I don't think I'm getting used to it. I'm a real life Philadelphian. We don't have these problems with the floods and all that. Like, it rain, but it don't be nothing too crazy.
I've been here for 4 or 5 years, and I'm not used to it.
Nah.
Nah.
So why they keep telling me I'm gonna get used to it?
Because that's a lie. Because people who are from here, that's been living here all their life, they might be used to it.
Right.
But when you're used to something else, like how we don't get humid. We may have humid days, but we're not like OD humid. We're dry.
Dry ass Philly. You know, sometimes. First of all, shout out to my city, man. I love my city. Don't ever get it twisted. I love your city too. Sometimes.
Don't do that.
But yeah, like although we don't have like the major heat like a Texas where it's 100 degrees every single day. But you know, we have our little moments, and I'm fine with the little moments, a little splash of everything, a little splash of cold, a little splash of hot, and everything in between. Everything else here is like, it's just OD.
Yeah.
Everything is overdone. The heat is overdone.
Baby,
the
I'm
food
overdone.
is over-seasoned.
This food is under-seasoned. It's under flavor, okay? It is salty. You know what? The people that are from Texas, no disrespect, but coming from a Caribbean Southern household,
yes, ma'am.
This is salty. This is not flavor. All right?
Talk that Caribbean. That's right. I can't really speak on that, but I'm gonna take your word for it.
I'm just saying, I was having a conversation with some fellow coworkers the other day, even the ones that were not from up north. They was even saying, you know, trying to find a good Jamaican restaurant down here is not. No.
You saying it's unlikely?
It's basura.
What that mean?
Garbage.
Oh, trash.
Okay, so that's my problem. Like finding good food. Don't get me wrong, there's some good food, but a lot of things that I've tried and I've been trying to find the best place of whatever cuisine I try, except for Indian food. I love Indian food.
Shout out to Indian food.
Whoever in the back be doing what they're supposed to be doing, but I don't go to like the chain Indian foods. I go to like.
Oh, you go to the real deal.
Yeah.
Where it's official.
Yeah, at least I try to. And then, of course, you know, there's a lot of Asian restaurants down here. But even with those, sometimes you got to be careful.
You got to be careful.
What do you mean by that?
You got to be careful.
What's going on in there? I need to know because I only been living down here for a few months. I need to know all the warnings and you know.
I was about to say something, but it would have been inappropriate.
Listen, man, I'm inappropriate sometimes. I don't give. Nothing's above editing and bleeping. Hit the bleep one time for right. Yeah, I mean a lot of food places, you know. sometimes you need to bleep, but a lot of food places don't really be on the up and up. Like I be trying to tell y'all, man. I come down here and I be seeing a whole bunch of spots that say, "Oh, we got the Philly cheesesteak." I be like, "What you mean the Philly cheesesteak? What you? Ain't none of y'all from Philly. Y'all not even from the East, but y'all claim to have the best Philly cheesesteak in the world. Stop playing with my city. Like they gotta really stop playing. Like I don't know, man. Some things just it's best where it comes, like from where it comes from. Like you know what I mean?
Facts.
Stop trying to. Y'all really perpetrating out here, man.
Not perpetrating.
Y'all gotta stop acting like y'all something like y'all not. And that goes for everybody. I'm taking shots today. I don't care what y'all talking about.
Or like when they be like,
bang bang.
We got New York style pizza.
Yeah.
Yo.
And y'all ain't never stepped foot on New York land.
Baby, y'all dough ain't doing. Y'all sauce not saucing. And if I can't just get one slice for $2.50.
Hey yo, if you from New York, you already know what time it is, nigga.
I don't want it.
They don't
Granted,
know about the one
now
slice.
it's probably like $5, but still.
Yeah.
I can't just get a slice of pizza.
Price went up.
Baby, they did.
That's cold.
It's drastic.
It is drastic, man. I kind of came in here I had a whole bunch of topics and all that. I mean, we could do that. We could just talk. I feel like we can always talk about something, no matter what it is. By the way, you looking gorgeous today. I just want to tell you that.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So, with that being said, right? I feel like it's certain advantages you can have being pretty. Do you believe in that?
I do believe in pretty privilege.
Really?
Yes, I do.
So, all right, let me get this straight. So, the average, I'm not even going to say ugly because we ain't going to stoop that low. We will, I feel like, eventually. But the average looking Joe Schmo from around the way, you think he couldn't get the same opportunities as some good looking motherfucker that, just naturally he don't even got to have like the skills. He just look good. You think he can have the same opportunities as the regular Joe? You know what I'm saying? What you think about that?
So which opportunity? So I feel like qualifications is one thing, but when I say
male and female,
when I say pretty privilege, it's this person can get away with saying something and this person can't, type thing.
Really?
Yes. Because I guarantee you, if a not attractive big girl comes up to you and just starts flirting with you,
right?
You gonna be like, cool, and you're gonna pass. But if a very attractive female, whether she's big or not, whatever your preference, if she come up to you, she start flirting with you, you might entertain it a little more than if it was an ugly girl. But they could be saying the same thing.
So what's the context of the conversation? Like we just saying like
we just flirting, like just chatting. You'll give more time to the pretty girl than you will to the ugly girl, and your perception of ugly and pretty are different to people. So it depends on what your preference is, because I know I'm ugly to some white people. That's cool.
But guarantee you they want to be your ass.
Baby.
I ain't even going to go there yet.
Okay, that's
we ain't gotta
conversation for another time.
Yeah, we ain't going to sway away from it, but y'all know what it is, man. And then on top of that, like, all right, so yeah, you're right. I might listen to what the pretty girl got to say. I might listen to what she got to say, because like, I mean, she appealing to the eye.
Exactly.
Ugly girl come up, she talking about some, hey, sexy, how you doing? I heard they call you Eldric. I'm like, I heard they call you
Mufasa.
Mufasa, Nightmare on Elm Street, Chucky's bride. Like, I heard they call you that, but I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Let's put it like this. To even take it away from like the attraction or some like relationship type of stuff. I mean, like, you think a pretty person would get a job opportunity faster than an ugly person?
It depends on the job. It definitely depends on the job. And it depends on the person. It definitely depends on the person. I know when I used to model.
Shout out to model Bella.
When I used to model,
Ow.
there.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
There were plenty of people who can walk. Who like when I'm like, oh, she got it. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
Her face.
I thought that'd be like a term y'all use or something. I might have. Anyway. Let's say it.
You done?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, her face. Like I did a beauty pageant with my homegirl. We like fresh out of college or whatever. We joined this beauty pageant. There was girls that could walk better than me. And I know I got picked before those girls got picked. And I'm only 5'5". So I literally was at the cusp of being able to model, even with my tall stilettos on.
So in Philly, right? They say when somebody ugly, they hit. Like you hit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me they was hit and you was the only pretty one?
Nah, I wasn't the only pretty one.
But you was prettier
Yes.
than them.
Yes.
I mean, hey, sometimes you just gotta work with the cards you're dealt with. Like, you know, I mean, like, I don't know. It just be like that sometimes because maybe in another room they might have been the prettiest one there. That they just wasn't the prettiest at the moment.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that's kind of messed up. Cause God forbid you just got all the talent in the world, but the fact that you not, you know.
But that's in fashion, period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
It's brutal.
Once my butt started growing and I couldn't fit into certain clothes.
Plug in the butt.
Oh!
Shout out to the booty.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I feel you. Like, I mean, different shapes and sizes and all that. I feel like maybe, hey, and it's all perspective, I guess.
Very true.
Like, what's physically attractive to me won't be physically attractive to another person, and they might be like, you know what, I like her, and the other person might be like, no, you crazy, she nice, but I'm like, no, this one over here, she the one. So it could be something like that, man. Damn, the world is so unfair.
It is.
Or what they say, it is fair because it's unfair to everyone. Ain't that something they say?
I mean, some people have a little more fairness than others.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the that's one of the things. I feel like I've had pretty privilege in my life. I feel like, and it goes for guys too. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now.
Also, there's a lot of you're pretty, but you're too dark.
Ooh. First of all, shout out to all. Listen, I know for the longest it was like a trend to like hate on somebody because of their skin tone. I don't really mess with colorism like that. A lot of people like to categorize certain skin tones or they act a certain way. Like, I know you heard the term, "Oh, you acting light skin." Listen, man, I know plenty of dark skinned people that act light skinned. If you want to put it like that, so it's like I don't understand. If you just a person, you a person, no matter what you know.
No matter what your color is.
Yeah, man. So, you know, that's one of them things I actually want black people to stop doing. But people, they taught what they taught, I guess. And I think it comes from home. It comes from your household.
You're not wrong.
You know, like
you're definitely not wrong.
some people, they grew up being taught to hate themselves, hate their hair, hate, you know.
Like I have my granddaddy was a dog man, dark Jamaican, right? I have 2 cousins, and they just so happen to both be female, right?
Yeah.
One, she's around my age. The other one, I think I'm like 10 years older than her or something like that. But everybody be like, oh, you know, you black. You so dark skinned, and you know you're only pretty because you know you have nice hair and blah blah blah, and get your black out of here, and we're all cousins.
This is family saying this to family?
Yes.
Oh no.
To kids.
Oh.
To kids. So me, I just was like, ugh. glad I'm not dark. Like, and that's fucked up. You know?
So what made you say you glad you not dark?
Yeah, because you ain't gonna be making fun of
how
me.
they was treated.
Yes. Yes.
That's messed up, man.
So.
Yeah, I got a few cousins that's black as like.
Oh, I should have bleeped that one. Say it again.
Black as yeah, I'm talking about so black they purple. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was my granddad.
And it's like, I don't know, like I ain't had that type of stuff in my family. Like it ain't never like, cause I feel like their personality was more looked at more than anything. Like, but I don't know their experiences like out in the world. Like they might have went to school and they could have been like bashed for like having a darker skin tone. But it's funny how times change. Like how people in society look at things like color and all that, because the same people that was making fun of the dark skinned people and all that,
they loving up
now
on
they
them
want to, oh, I need me a dark skin something. I need me a like before I even remember with like, I know you mentioned body types with like the modeling thing and all that. I remember like the skinny look, the petite, whatever you want to call it, that was the like the most sought out thing ever.
Maybe for Philly, because I remember growing up, as soon as girls started developing, like
the bosoms,
the everything,
the booty,
they was hot tamales, boy, and that's what the guys wanted, you know, whatever. And I'm a late bloomer, so I'm just like, it's okay, my time will come.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, but I grew up. Well, I'm pretty sure you did too, in a predominantly black like area.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So being skinny, yeah, it was cool, but the guys wanted booty and boobs. So
I felt like, yeah, in our communities, the big booty and all that, like the thicker women always been accepted. But like I'm talking about, like if you look on TV, like Society America back then, they wanted like the
definitely
skinny model type, like even like in media, like sometimes
because they was still having this view of white is better type thing. Granted, they still say that now.
Talk about it.
They still say that now. But now the white people want the black bodies. So there's that.
Yeah, now everybody trying to be BBL'd up.
Baby, and looking hit.
They want to be bigger. They want their lips thicker. I'm like, they want to be tan. I'm like, this look familiar. You trying to seem like you trying to really copy the culture for real. You trying to copy like you. No matter, let me tell y'all this, man. No matter how much you manufacture it, you get it done. At the end of the day, you know what you originally was. Let's keep it G.
And when you procreate, it's gonna look like the original.
Right. The baby ain't coming out with all the enhancements. You feel me?
Imagine if that actually starts happening, right? Like you enhance your body, so you're like modifying your genetics. So your kids start looking like that.
This turned into some sci-fi.
Yeah, my bad.
No, I that would be crazy. But then again, we live in a type of society now that I wouldn't even put it past people. I feel like if people could enhance their children to make them whatever they want to be, even though I do think it's something like that right now where you can like make sure you have a boy or make sure you have a girl or something like that.
Yeah, you can.
But if people, I feel like if you, all right, I want my kid with this type of hair, I want him with this type of eyes, I feel like people would do it.
Like a Sims.
Yeah. How they talk on the Sims? I used to kill the Sims, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Honestly, I don't think they actually talk. Like you can't hear like them talk. You can hear music. And I was listening to, because I play Sims, right? I got expansion packs and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have mods, but it kind of corrupted my laptop at the time. So. But anywho, you can hear music that like is something that we would listen to, but they changed it to where it sounds like gibberish. But the tone and the beat of it, I played the song and it went with it, and I was like, but
oh snap!
So they can't get like copyright like lawsuits, so they changed it so it's not that song, but
so it's really not that jibber jabber. It's just music. Ain't that something?
hilarious.
I used to cheat on that game, man.
Me too.
I used to put in the code.
I put in cheat code for money all the time, but
I had all the bread.
sometimes I let them struggle, and then sometimes I'm like,
Let them know what the struggle like.
we on a come up. Somebody died. You got money, hope. Like
They just happy as hell. Like, no. It's crazy with this podcast life because in our space right now, it's like I feel like it's open to the public. Y'all can't see it, but I feel like we have an audience. I feel like I should wave to them since they all in my business.
let's not.
You're not gonna wave to them.
Let's not say we did.
Hmm?
Let's not and say we did.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I feel like today I feel like today was important.
Why you say that?
It's very special to me because I feel like a lot of things you do prior leads to the things you do today. How you act, how you treat people. It's like it all comes into fruition. Ain't that the word? I'm pretty sure that's the word. But
You want to Google it?
yeah, I feel like I'm not Googling it right now. Y'all just gonna have to take my word for it. God damn it. But yeah, man, I feel like people don't know the significance of your actions today, how it affects you tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I say that to say there was a lot of things leading to this. I felt like it's a lot of things that I've done prior that led me to doing a podcast or being in a podcast space. You know, it's the people you interact with, how you network. I even found out about this off of networking with people. So it's important. People are important. I feel like people go around in life thinking that you can just do it by yourself. You can never do it by yourself. You can be as independent as you would like to be, but you're going to need some type of help. Somebody's going to spark an idea with you. Imagine if you was this person that was just isolated all the time. Like you just, I don't need them. I got this. No, you don't. Newsflash to anybody that thinking it's just going to be you. You can do it by yourself. You can. Some things you can do by yourself. But everybody, like you, if you a get money nigga, at some point, you ain't just going to have bankrolls. I mean, hey, you can censor it. I'm going to keep it G with y'all. Like, you ain't going to be walking around with bankrolls all the time. You're going to need a bank account.
Yeah.
You're going to need an accountant, but you're doing it by yourself. Maybe somebody is super skilled to where they can know everything.
I keep it in the damn thing.
Watch your legs, honey.
Don't look to the side.
Maybe they do know everything, and they can do everything for themselves, but let's keep it 100. The stuff we wear, how we control our lives, we need help, man. We need it.
So what's the topic for today, Mr. Eldric Valentine?
Topic for the day. Honestly, I want to talk about how I miss my family.
You're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, man. It's going back a little bit to the independence. It's good to have your own and all that, but sometimes your family give you that little boost you need sometimes, like no matter if it's just to feel the love. Not saying you need them to like hold your hand through nothing, but just knowing that somebody there that can relate to you on a certain level is powerful. Even though sometimes, even though it might be your gang, your kin, whatever you want to call it, sometimes you gotta love them enough to let them go. Let them go. Let me tell y'all another thing, man. Although we are blood, sometimes you can look at somebody and be like, oh yeah, you've been there for me since I was young. But everything ain't always been peaches and cream, rainbows and flowers. Hell no. Let's not forget the trauma you caused me when I was younger. Let's not forget that don't translate to we being cool as an adult. As an adult, I can make grown decisions. No means no. No means no. One more time. No means no. And no means no to you. Like, when I say you're done, like, that's it. I'm not gonna sit there on the strength that you are my cousin, my brother, my sister. We ain't locked in like that, nigga. Like, honestly though, what in the world? Quack.
My bad.
No, like honestly though, people be forgetting. All right, let me put it like this. Sometimes when you're younger, you forced to eat shit and like it. Because you young, you don't have no resources. It's different when I'm grown and say, oh yeah, you acting like that, let me get in my car and drive away.
Facts.
And never come back. When you young,
you can't go nowhere. You stuck.
and they the hand that's feeding you, you can't go against the grain. You can't have your own thoughts. You got to go by what the they thinking. Sorry about the cuss words, man. Listen, the editing going to be on a beam. Let me tell y'all, but seriously though, man, I don't want y'all to feel like whatever's causing your unhappiness, even if it comes in the form of a family member, that you gotta sit there and forced to go. You gotta force to be going through it, forced to interact with them. No, you don't. Protect your peace. As an adult,
as a kid, as a preteen, still living at home, you gotta do it. You gotta suck it up because you have nowhere else to go. Now, if you have other options, and you have other people, then that's one thing. But when literally this is all you got, that's all you got.
And that's so tough.
Baby.
It's tough.
You gonna go, yeah?
Honestly, I ain't trying to take, like, I might have to take it there. It might get a little dark, but at the same time, it's real. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like the darkest times in my life is when I was younger, and I feel like I couldn't escape.
Facts.
Seriously, like, I mean, like, not knowing what to say because you don't got the verbiage because you're too young.
Or you don't know how they're going to react.
You don't know how you're going to react. You don't know how to express yourself, really. You have no escape. You might go somewhere. You might go to school, but you coming right back.
You have to. You have no choice.
Got no choice. So, I feel like when you're young, and this go out to I know young people might be watching this too. Whatever you can do what is your thing I feel like we know what makes us happy. Like, if it's a thing we do, a thing we watch, just remember to keep that close, because we all need to escape from our reality sometimes. Like, sometimes things are just tough every single day. But if you got that one thing, like for me, when I was younger, sometimes I know kids don't do this nowadays because they be in the house and all that, but I used to go to the playground by myself. I used to make friends every day because I knew it was better than what I was, my current situation. I used to just go outside, play basketball all day instead of being in the house, being, around the ops.
I wasn't allowed to leave unless I had somebody with me, so there's that.
Listen, man. I mean, that's that too.
Because I was the youngest.
It's like being in a cage or something.
But I can say the time that I was out at the park by myself, my grandma, my mama said, be home by the time the street lights
come on. You already know. That's like a black staple. Like, you know what I mean?
So I'm at the park. I don't know what time it is. We didn't know what time it was.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It's the lights starts, like, they came on, like, by section.
Yeah.
And I saw a section where the lights was going.
Man.
Walking, it took about 15 minutes from my house to the park. I saw that flicker.
Oh, goodness.
When I say I ran, non-stop, speed. I can hear my mama 2 blocks over yelling my name.
Oh, my gosh.
When I say I'm like, she saw me coming and I stop from the house and the lights are coming on.
Oh,
you can
goodness.
see the dread in my face.
Oh, hell no.
And I'm just like,
out of breath.
She looks me dead in my face and she's like, I ain't gonna beat you. And starts crying, laughing. She's like, you was running hard, huh?
See, I think the effort was rewarded. the fact that you knew that it was on like Donkey Kong if you made it any later than that. The fact that you was running, probably got some cool points that night, man.
Man, when I say like top speed, I did not stop. Just
I feel like it was like that for me too. I feel like the times when that happened and I showed up past the time that the lights came on, it was like, oh yeah, I got you for this. Like, you in trouble for this. Then I did it again. I did it a third time. Then I did it a fourth time. At one point, my mom was like, look, I know you coming back late. like, maybe it's different for like little boys or whatever, but yeah, at one point she's just like, look, as long as you safe, like, and this is before I had a cell phone too. This is crazy.
I didn't have a cell phone until I was in high school. I think my senior year I had a cell phone, but even then, even at a young age, I didn't like when people was like hanging shit over my head. Like,
oh yeah,
I paid this bill.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
Baby, you can have it.
The worst.
You can have it because I'm not attached to it. I'm not attached to my cell phone. You see, I leave my cell phone everywhere.
She did that today, yo. I didn't want to say nothing because it's early in the morning.
But again, like, I've never really been attached to my cell phone. So I think that's one of the reasons. Yeah. Like, you're not going to be able to be like, I paid your bill and da-da-da-da. I go through your phone and you shouldn't be baby, take it. Because at the end of the day, you want me to have a cell phone. I don't care.
It's crazy because some adults go through that. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Adults.
Meaning, like, if we was together, I'm paying your cell phone bill, and I'm like,
exactly. Imagine that.
That's
imagine that,
baby. We not gonna be together. Cause why are you doing that? Cause if that's the case, if you want to hang a cell phone in my face, then you can have it.
You know what's even worse? Like a cell phone. Some people it's like that with their whole crib.
Huh?
Like, yeah, I pay the bills in here. You can go anytime. So I could kick you out anytime. Imagine that.
Oh.
Imagine that.
That's wild. Granted, I've never lived with, like, when I was in New York and I had my own place, I had my own place. I've never shared an apartment. I've never, like, my place was my place. Yeah. And I can say my boyfriend at the time, when he would come over, I think I was ready for him to go at the end of the weekend. But that's only because I liked being by myself. I enjoyed being by myself. So I don't think I could have fathomed, even though I wanted us to, like, be together, move in together. Yeah. But I think low key in my mind, I didn't trust him anyway. It is what it is. Yeah. But I don't think I could ever be like, well, I pay the bills and this is my place. It's in my name. Because I don't have that energy in me.
Right.
To, like, because I would never want nobody to do that to me. And I think that's how I move about life. If I wouldn't want someone to do it to me, I don't think I can do it to them.
That's just living righteous right there. But it's some people that truly have, like, a power trip over people, and they get off on, like, manipulating their prowess over other people. Like, we call it in the hood, we call it son of niggas.
Son of
Lil broing.
Yeah.
You a little nigga. Like, no. To do that to another grown person, no matter if it's your brother, your girlfriend, whatever, that's the weakest shit you could do to me. That's so weak. Because it's like, you were fortunate enough to have these things, right? And the fact that you using it to manipulate someone else and get them to do what you want to do or make them feel less than what they are is weak. It's just...
That's weird.
It's just weird. It's weird. It's weak. It's
You have no self-worth, and you have like you're the lowest of the low. I pay my little brother's cell phone bill. I've been paying my little brother's cell phone bill for years, right? He's an adult, but I also know if I don't pay for a cell phone bill, no, he's not gonna have a phone. I refuse for my baby brother to be without a phone. Do I talk to him? Yes, I do. But I will never. I will never be like, if you don't do this, I'm not paying your cell phone bill. Or you did it. I could never. Because that's going to make him feel lower than what he already is. And that's one thing I would never want my brother to feel.
Wow, I ask you this. Do you ever feel like disconnecting from that will help him?
No.
No?
No, because...
Like, get your own, you're grown now?
So I wouldn't send him money. I shouldn't say wouldn't, because if he really, really, really needed it, and my brother, he doesn't ask for anything. That's why I have no problem with helping him when he do ask. He will not eat all day. It won't tell me. And I'm like, oh, you know how you feeling? Oh, you know that. I'm like, did you eat? He get quiet.
You think that's pride? Or he just simply somebody who just don't express themselves?
Trauma.
You said drama or trauma?
Trauma. He's been like that since he was little.
I mean,
that's a story for another time, and that's his story to tell.
We ain't gotta dive into it. You know
but like with him, I feel like I look more into him than I do the middle one, because the middle one, he's very self-sufficient. He is very he should have been the older sibling and not me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like honestly, like he should have been the older sibling, because he has. I don't say he has his life together, but he is way more organized in life than I am.
Right.
Where I'm just like, I'm going to go do this today. I'm going to do that. Oh, I changed my mind. I'm going to switch to this. And like, and I'm just like frolicking in the wind and, you know, like a fucking flag just, you know, where he's the pole that's holding stuff down.
It's funny the roles he play, man.
making sure things don't fly away. But for the youngest one, I feel like if I could have been able to do what I wanted to do for him, he would be in a better place. But because I wasn't able to, because other people had their own agenda, or they felt like what they was doing was right, he's not in a place where he could have been.
Take the focus off him specifically. Do you feel like at some point somebody just gotta just cut ties with people to be their
make
own
them
person?
better? Yes. Especially if you're not trying. So, or if you're just like, it's not my fault. This person should have done this.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I've
baby,
seen these people. These people make me sick. I used to have a friend like that.
When do you say this is my shit? I have to waddle in it a little bit, you know, get funky. And then I'm going to get up and wash my ass afterwards and be like, you know what? That was me. Oh.
Like I said, you could say anything you want up in here.
But
no, honestly, man, like I said, I had a friend like that blamed her father for everything. Not being financially responsible, the way she acts, and my dad.
Granted, you know, sometimes you can be the product of your environment.
True.
You definitely can be the product of your environment, but you have to decide, okay, this is who I was. This is who I want to be.
Yes.
These are the steps that I'm going to take to become the person that I know I can be. Granted, you're going to fall in your a little bit. You know, you're gonna fall sometimes.
Yeah. It's
but
never easy.
No, not at all. But you have to choose and believe, okay, you know what? I fell back one step, but I'm a take 5 more steps so that I can be the better person that I want to be. You have to have that mindset, but a lot of people do not have that mindset. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why I did have to leave New York. Because there's people that's like, you're my whole world. Baby, you don't even have a passport. What world? The tri-state? Not even the tri-state. The boroughs? Baby, don't do that. Don't do that. I can't be your world if you ain't never seen what Jersey look like. We live in New York. That's a short train ride right over there.
Right. Some people, they just that stagnant and complacent to where they know it's just what they know. Like they just in that bubble. And sometimes when you want to branch out and be more than what they know, or try to expand what you know,
they be like, "Oh, you think you better than me?"
You
I
think
have
you better.
family like that, bro.
You acting different.
I have family like that. I ain't gonna say what side, but
Yeah.
there's always one side that just haters.
The nerve of you for trying to be better,
baby.
you're trying to see the world,
That part.
trying to new foods.
So
Like-
you know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I was in fashion, right?
Yes.
I was in fashion since I was in 11th grade because we had like this trade school program thing that you could start in 11th grade, 12th grade.
Yeah.
Went to fashion while in school. I got an internship at a fashion company, clothing company. I did martial arts.
What the? I'm
Jesus.
sorry. That might have been bad terminology. It might have been borderline racial.
A little bit.
Might have been.
And I've also been in the military. I'm the black sheep because I didn't go to school for what everybody else went to school for. I didn't have no kids. I'm the only one that still don't have kids. You know, I'm traveling and doing stuff. Every time someone sees me, I'm on somebody else's mountain, hiking or whatever, my extracurricular activities, you know, there's that.
And that sound lit.
Yes,
So why they hating?
because they don't know about me.
This the thing, man.
They don't have nothing to talk about me. That's the problem.
Because they unrelatable.
They can't be like, oh, well, you know, she's doing this now. She's doing that now. Baby, you're blocked. You don't know nothing.
See, man. People feel like they can have a blueprint for you. Like, this how your life should go. If you don't follow this blueprint that I set for you.
Or you can't do better than me.
Ooh.
How dare you try to do better? You need to be here with me stuck in this place with me. Baby, I'll burn this whole down before I do some crazy shit like that.
Exactly. That's because I don't know what that make them more comfortable with their own lives if you are down there with them struggling.
It'll make them feel like you're no better than me, so you can't be. We here, but you're still there.
And it be your own family, I swear.
Baby,
Your
it be
own
your
folks.
own blood. Okay? Which is absolutely asinine.
Yeah.